Welcome. Today on the Dr. Phyllis Show, we will be talking to a troubled teen and her stubborn parents. Now, the family is backstage and cannot hear us at all. Okay, so it all started at the Capulet Ball when young Juliet met Romeo. Old Capulet didn't realize that it was that big of a deal. Now they are secretly in love, but Juliet's parents want her to marry Count Paris. Now let's talk.
Today we have Lady and Old Capulet with us. Thanks for being with us, guys.
It's no problem.
Okay. So I have a couple questions for you before we get really started. Do you feel like you put too much pressure on your daughter?
Not at all. I am her father, and this is the Elizabethan. We have full control over if she marries.
Why do you care so much about Juliet marrying Paris, and why exactly Paris?
Well, Paris is a very wealthy count, and I just feel like Juliet would be the happiest with him.
Let's see. Are you ready to be a grandfather?
I'm most definitely ready to be a grandmother. I can't wait to have a little one with me again.
Do you feel like you put too much pressure on Juliet to get married so young?
No, this is an average age for an Elizabethan woman to be married, and I feel like Count is a perfect choice.
Now, Capulet, do you think you put too much stress on Juliet or too forceful on her?
I don't think I was forceful at all. I feel like she needs to marry Count Paris because I'm her father and I've commanded it.
Sorry about Old Capulet. He had a problem to take care of in the palace. So, Lady Capulet, how do you feel about this whole ordeal?
Oh my gosh, it is so stressful, you have no idea. Old Capulet wants this, Juliet wants this, they argue 24/7, and it's just like, God, sometimes one of them like,
I understand your pain. Now, today's show, we're going to be trying to solve this problem, so hopefully it'll be solved by the time we're done. And what's your view on Juliet marrying Paris?
well, like my husband said, he's very wealthy, and I think Juliet would just grow to fall in love with him.
So what if Juliet isn't happy with marrying Paris?
I want Juliet to be happy, but it's my husband's choice on who she marries and who wants her to marry Paris.
Do you feel that your family has been broken up over this marriage?
I do, because all Capulet and Juliet does is fight, and she's like,
So I already asked Capulet this, but what are your views on grandchildren?
of course I want grandchildren. They're so tiny and cute little babies, and doesn't anybody want some grandchildren?
Thank you for talking with us. Now after the break, we'll be talking to Juliet.
Yes. Oh, hello. How are you? Are you suffering from the Black Plague? If so, I have a solution. This is Impetricium from No Black Plague. You just take one sip and no more. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
It tastes like purple hair.
So Juliet, what seems to be troubling you?
Well, my parents want me to marry Count Paris, but I'm in love with Romeo.
Aww. Do they know?
No.
Not at all?
No, they wouldn't approve.
So how did you and Romeo meet?
We saw each other at Capulet Ball and like fell in love with each other.
So I've talked to your parents, and I know they want you to marry Paris. What are your feelings on that?
Paris is a really nice guy. He's just not right for me. I'm in love with somebody else.
So Juliet, how do you feel about Romeo being banished?
I mean, he's my weird. I mean, come on. I miss him all the time.
Well, obviously Juliet didn't like Romeo being banished. And Juliet, how do you feel about Tybalt being killed by Romeo?
I don't understand. I mean, like, how can my husband kill my cousin?
Husband? What are you talking about? So do you plan on telling your parents about this?
I was hoping we could tell them today with your help.
Okay.
Well, this is all the time we have today. Tune in tomorrow to see the whole family together talking about Juliet and Romeo.
Ruffles, 50% off. Come by today. We've got hundreds of ruffs at shoes. We have feathery ruffs. We have glittery ruffs. We've got colored ruffs. We even have rough extensions for those necks that ruffs just fall off. So come down to Bill's Boutique and buy some ruffs today before they're all gone.
Okay. Hello, and welcome back to the Dr. Phyllis Show. Today we'll be talking to Juliet, Juliet's mother, Lady Capulet. And old Capulet couldn't be here with us today, but his secretary is here to talk with him.
It's him. Hello. Okay, we're ready.
Okay, Juliet, what did you want to tell your parents today?
I'm sorry, but I don't want to marry Paris. I'm married to Romeo, and I love him.
Okay, your father is not happy at all. It's just...
Sucks for him.
Lady Capulet, how do you feel right now?
I'm kind of speechless.
Are you as mad as old Capulet sounds?
No, because I really only care that my Juliet happy. Thank you, Mommy.
Okay, so ask old Capulet why he has such a problem with Juliet marrying Romeo.
I'm pretty sure it's his ego problem. He says that one, he's a Montague, and two, he killed Tybalt, but other than that, he really doesn't have a problem with it.
Well, I think it doesn't matter that he killed Tybalt. Tybalt was trying to help Romeo, and he killed Mercutio. She has a boy.
He says he sees that, but he's still he's uncomfortable with the thing.
So, does old Capulet think he could grow to like Romeo?
He says yes, but he's like, he thinks that Romeo's okay and he doesn't have a problem with him. He just has to get over the fact that Romeo did that, but he knows he did it for a good cause.
So, do you think this whole problem could be resolved if you guys just go home and talk about everything?
I really hope so.
I really think so.
He agrees.
Great. Well, that's all for today. Thanks for watching.
Welcome. Today. Really? Burp in the background.
How do you feel about Romeo being banished?
Well, it's really hard for me. I mean, like, it's just, he was Mercutio's best friend, and Tybalt, and...
She said shut up!
Why did you say shut up? Why did you say shut up?
I need some bottle cap.
Lauren, open.
Where's the other one? I lost it, mate! I can't believe it! Oh my God! So what if Juliet isn't happy with marrying Paris?
Well, if she's not happy, I want her to be good.
So what if Juliet isn't happy with marrying Paris?
What is wrong with you?
No, Lady Capulet.
I was waiting for you to laugh. I was like, I can't do it. You need to laugh first.
I can't stay serious. I tried to do it without laughing and I couldn't. Lady Capulet, how do you feel
serious.
So what if Juliet you giggle? You're giggling. So how do you feel about Romeo? Oh. So Juliet, where did you meet Romeo?
At the Capulet Ball, we saw each other and fell in love instantly.
She fell in love in a hopeless place. The Capulet Ball. She fell in love in a hopeless place. The Capulet Ball.